Hey everybody, welcome. Today I am working on a challenge for Nate's Art Lab, and this month the challenge is to create a piece that represents an album that we chose. And so I decided to do a cloud pour on a vinyl record. As you can see here, I already gessoed the record, hoping that it would help the paint to stick. And all of my paints and my pouring medium and everything will be in the description. So I am here just trying to get everything together and get my brain together, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the hole in the middle of the vinyl, because my plan is to make this into a clock. And so that's what I'm hoping. So I set the cup down, and then I think I realized later, I should probably tape the hole in the middle so the paint doesn't go through. But it takes me a minute to get there. And so, as you can see, I'm pausing and waiting. My brain is turning. And then, as you see, I do end up taping the back side of the vinyl record and then also the front side, because I was really worried that the paint would go through. And so we will be back in just a moment when I get the record taped. Okay, so several minutes later, we are back, and I've gotten the underside taped, and then I'm putting my gloves on, and then I think I decide to put more tape on the top. At this point, I can't even remember. And okay, so guys, this should not be taking me this long, but it does. And so I am still trying to decide what color order that I'm trying to put everything in. And so here is, I'm putting in some TLP Ore is the first layer, and then I will be using Amsterdam Oxide Black, and this isn't the order, but now I'm putting in Pebeo Iridescent Copper. And then at some point I will put, I think after this layer, I put in my cloud mix using Artisoft Soft Body White and Pearl Medium. And then my last color is Amsterdam Azo Orange. And so here I'm just filling my cup, and I will put in a couple of layers, and I will turn on some music and let you watch the rest of the video. Okay, at some point I spin it. Yep, right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I was getting so nervous. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm holding my breath. Oh my goodness. Okay, whew, saved it. It ended up being okay and not making a horrible mess. And I end up loving how it turns out. And note to future self: one, spin slower, and two, don't put it so far close to the edge.